A few hours ago, I was participating in a funeral service in Beaumont, Texas, and I only hope this evening that I don't have my notes confused. Lane has been kind enough to suggest that I might say a word or two about these two great men before I introduce our dear friend, Elder Tom Perry. Seldom, if ever, in our community have we had the privilege to honor two men who were so distinguished and who were men of great integrity. I love that word, integrity. It embodies so many of the traits of the human soul and encompasses everything that's good about Scott and Harris. Sir Winston Churchill, the great Prime Minister of that wonderful nation of Great Britain during the difficult times of World War II, made a wonderful statement once about integrity. He said, "With integrity, nothing else matters. Without integrity, nothing else matters." Tonight, we are honoring two giants who are both great men of integrity. I quote again another great American, if I might, Helen Keller. Helen Keller was both deaf and blind, and a very wise and prudent woman. She said and I'm quoting her, "There was only one human frailty that is worse than blindness, and it is to see a person who has no vision." I think of the great visionary aspects, the wonderful, marvelous opportunities that Harris and Scott have seen in our community, the souls that they have reached, the businesses that they have touched, the lives they have changed. Karen and I have had the privilege for many decades to have as our dear friends Harris and Scott, and have worked with them both professionally and personally, and above all else, we admire their lovely families and their respective roles as a father. Now, tonight, as we pay tribute to these two giants, it will be a great honor to have one of the outstanding leaders in our community introduce them a bit farther and to also tell us a little bit about some of the videos that will be coming forward. I always chuckle when I think about Elder L. Tom Perry, not because he's particularly funny, but because he is just such a wonderful, warm, gracious human being. And if somebody thinks of a giant, the first one they immediately think about, or whose name comes to mind, is a true giant, Elder Perry, a man of great stature, a man of enormous wisdom. And the thing I love about you, Elder Perry, is your wit. You always are humorous, because whenever you leave somebody, you leave them feeling a little bit higher. You leave them feeling more self-confident. You leave them feeling that they have that great spirit about themselves and that they can go forth and do it. It's a wonderful trait, Elder Perry. Now, he'll be upset when I tell you this, but Elder Perry is 90 years of age. And some of the younger brethren in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in the leadership, they're worn out. They can't keep up with him. They wonder how in the world did he do it. I would suggest that they meet Barbara, because that's his secret weapon, and that's one of the great blessings of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great privilege to introduce another giant of our city, a wonderful man, a great friend to all of the faiths in Salt Lake City, Elder L. Tom Perry. Thank you and good night.